Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Comic John here with a follow-up. I mentioned at the beginning of all my trailer reaction videos that if I get enough comments on the video that I'll do a follow-up and just continue the dialogue, which I love. And surprise, surprise, this unstoppable, massive Elvis fan base. Leave it to them to usher in my first follow-up video. This one comes from Eric Grospich. I don't know, you've got like a cool thing on top of the C in your last name, and off to a great start here. He says, I'm sorry, but as a hardcore Elvis fan, this is just so painful to watch. The actor is nothing like real Elvis, both in his appearance and behavior. Only good thing is that they have used a few shots from real Elvis concerts, Elvis on tour. I just gotta say, man, thank you so much for commenting, but I have to disagree. But in fairness, I am not a huge Elvis fan. I mean, I'm a Elvis fan for sure. I understand how important he is, but I didn't like dive deep into Elvis, growing up, learning about all the different musicians and bands that are out there. So maybe I'm not as, maybe I'm not the authority on if the guy is, embodying Elvis. For me, he looks good. You know what I mean? Like there's that undefinable, you just see him and it's like, I know he's supposed to be Elvis and I buy it. So that's just my thought on that, man. But thank you so much for writing in, Eric. S_K simply just writes Oscars, ... If Tom Hanks and or Austin Butler don't get nominated for Oscars from this movie, I'll be kind of surprised. This Austin Butler dude looks like every great director or writer or producer is scooping him up. It was just announced today that he's cast in Dune 2, with Denis Villeneuve, one of the best movies of last year. If you haven't seen Dune, you need to. It's on HBO Max. It's amazing. But thanks for writing in, SK. We will be on the Oscar watch. This comes from Roy Khan. Roy Khan, I apologize. You sent this in another language, and I don't even know if Google Translate would know what to do with it. So sorry about that. Dwayne O'Mac says his daughter's name is Lisa Marie Presley. That's who I was trying to remember. Lisa Marie Presley, the one in the Naked Gun movies. And isn't her daughter Jamie Presley? Or am I is this like a Kennedy's thing where it's like, okay, yeah, last name but not connected to the famous rock and roll star. Up next we have Space World. He writes, Elvis Presley changed the world like no other. For me and my friends, it will be a wonderful Elvis day. First the movie and then go out to eat. Long live the king. Dude, Space World, that sounds like my idea. When you get asked, what's your ideal date? I like movie, then a dinner, or movie and then lunch. Either one of those. Movie and then let's go eat and talk about the movie we just saw. Thanks for writing in, Space World. Daniel Upsdale. Lisa Marie said this movie is off the charts. She loved it. And that, Daniel, is the confirmation that I'm looking for. I'm looking for a family member to sign off on this movie. And if his daughter is, then I think we're going to get a really great story, guys. We are a month away from this movie. Mary Jane writes in, beautiful reaction and trailer. Can't wait for it. Thanks for the great reaction. Mary Jane, thanks for just being so awesome all the time. You commented on another video of mine, and I appreciate you, and I am happy to read any of the comments that you leave on my videos because they're always so positive. Kiwi Matt, really good reaction, brother. Great insight on your part. Austin Butler has done a phenomenal job embodying the King's spirit. See, there you go. See, Kiwi Matt agrees with me. I just think this Austin Butler guy is going to be like the next huge star that wins awards and gets casts in 6 major movies a year. Mike Hall said there's some great documentaries here on YouTube, and HBO has one that's really great called Elvis, The Searcher. Elvis and the Black Community is another really good one. Mike Hall. That's amazing. See, this is another, I knew this was a great idea. guys. Comment up all my videos, and I'm gonna do follow-up videos for all of them. I'm like, if I get enough comments, I'll do it. So it's like between like 3 to 5 comments, and I'll do I mean, I'm a very small YouTube channel. Long live. Oh, here's Brent Cooper. He writes, lifelong Elvis fan. I saw him in concert. I can't wait for this movie. It looks amazing. The attention and detail is tremendous. Wow. Brent Cooper, you saw Elvis live? Okay, so Elvis came out in the 50s. So that was 70 years ago. Maybe you were in your teens when you saw it? Look at you. Brent, I hope I am like you when I get older and that I am still excited to go see movies. I feel like some Elvis purists may poo-poo this movie. Actually, that's a really good question for the purists out there. On the majority, are you guys excited for this, or do you think it looks stupid and they're like, Hollywoodizing the king? This one comes in from Mazel Torn. Mazel, I did translate yours because it came in Spanish. Basically, you found out about Elvis when you were 12. He was super influential on you, and you actually became a singer because of him. That's like the coolest thing ever. I mean, that's kind of like what I'm doing. I was inspired by someone who used to be he's still on the radio. I'm sure you can probably guess who he is. And finally, Phil writes in, the wrong kid died. No idea what that means, Phil. Don't even know. You're probably somebody I know. So Phil, if you are someone, please let me know if you're the Phil that I went to college with, who is now a police officer. Should I do another one of these? Go check out all my other trailer reactions. There's like 100 on the channel. If I get 5 comments on a video, I'll keep doing these follow-ups. Let me know. Are they good? Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next week. I gotta go.
It was a bug.